then we'll do manual muscle testing. I wrote them down over here. Cervical flexion. So we're looking at our stationary arm being pointed at the ceiling. Our axis is going to be in line with the external auditory meatus, or your ear hole. And your moving line is going to be pointed at the tip of their nose. So if I have this lined up, pointed at the ceiling, pointed at the tip of her nose, I'm going to ask her to look down towards her chest. Keep my stationary arm pointed at the ceiling. She went from 90 to 52. So I have to do math here, right?
Oh, great.
So she had 38 degrees of active cervical flexion.
So why is it that you have to?
Because my goniometer starts at 90.
Oh, okay.
And she moved to 52. So she moved 38 degrees. 90 minus 52. So then if I wanted to do passive, go ahead, look down. Same thing, line her up. I'm just gonna apply a little bit more pressure. She gets to 46 degrees. So she had 44 degrees of passive motion. Normal range of motion for cervical flexion is 0 to 45. Cervical extension, I'm gonna line up in the exact same position, but instead of asking her to look down, I'm gonna ask her to look up towards the ceiling. So go ahead, up towards the ceiling. We went from 90 to 62. How many degrees did she have? If I passively move her to 45, how many degrees did she get? 45. So we take 90 and then subtract what we've gotten our measurement to. That's how many degrees we've moved through.
And our calculator's allowed.
Axis over top of the crown of their head. I'm going to point the stationary arm at the acromion process, and I'm going to point my moving arm at the tip of her nose. So if I come up over top, you can flatten it if you need to, you're good. Go ahead, you're going to look towards me. And I'm following her nose, pointed at her acromion. So she went from 90 to 140. How many degrees did she have actively? 50. If I can push her to 148. 58. So she had 58 degrees of right cervical rotation. What's normal?
60.
0 to 60. I would do the same thing for the left side.
So you just tested rotation?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We don't do extension.
We did extension.
I was looking at
Okay, yeah, the nose. Okay, looking at the sky. Okay.
The goni goes in the same place for flexion and extension. Is just look down versus look up.
Okay.